In this video, it explores more on best tips to living a healthy life. If you want to learn more about this, subscribe to my YouTube channel, share, like, and comment. Don't forget to click on the notification icon to get notified when I drop new videos.
You have blurry vision, sugar. Beans actually has more carbohydrates than rice. Day in, day out, they tell you bread is bad for you, bread is bad for you, but you keep eating the bread. You said have mercy on yourself. So pizza is not bad, ice cream is not bad, pastries are not bad. A lot of people have developed the wrong mindset about healthy eating, and it's time to drop it and change the mindset, because 2025 is the year where we all are going to embrace this healthy eating as a way of life. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you 10 things that I want you to know about healthy eating in 2025 to help you on your healthy eating journey. But before we go into today's video, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, now would be a very good time for you to join the family, especially if healthy eating is of importance to you in 2025. On this channel, we're all about eating healthy and maintaining a healthy lifestyle. So click the subscribe button and the bell just right beside it so you can get instantly notified whenever we upload a new video going forward. Okay? Alrighty, so now moving right along into the topic of today. Now, this topic was inspired by a conversation that I had with a friend of mine in December. And this friend was talking about how she wanted to start inculcating more healthy meals into her lifestyle. And then she was like, she feels really sad about the fact that she has to give up a lot of the things that she really loves just so that she can live this healthy lifestyle. And that was what got my attention. And I'm like, no, you don't have to restrict yourself of the things that you love. Healthy eating does not mean restrictive eating. Healthy eating does not mean boring eating. Healthy eating is not punishment. Healthy eating is actually very satisfying, delicious, nourishing, very good for your body, especially if you know how to do it right. So that's what this channel is pretty much all about, though, because I've been sharing with you lots of mouth-watering healthy recipes, ways to change your cooking method to make your meals healthier, and of course tips and tricks that can help you on your healthy eating lifestyle. And today's video is another video that's going to help you to open up your mind to start seeing healthy eating from a different perspective. And the very first thing out of the 10 things that I've put down on my list that I want you to know about healthy eating is getting a basic knowledge in nutrition is very key and fundamental to helping you live a healthy lifestyle. It's very important that if you want to embody and embrace healthy eating as a way of life, then you have to get a fundamental knowledge or basic knowledge on nutrition. The basic knowledge you need to get is simply understanding the 6 classes of food: carbohydrate, protein, fats and oil, vitamins, minerals, there's fiber, and then there's water as well. Understanding what a balanced diet means, understanding how these different classes of food work in the body to help your body function and thrive on a daily basis. Then taking things a step further to finding out the different food groups that are contained in the food ingredients that are readily available in the country where you live. So for example, do you know what class of food rice falls under? Do you know what class of food beans falls under? When I tell people that beans actually has more carbohydrates than rice, they look at me like, but I thought beans was high protein. Yes, beans may be a high proteinous food, but it actually contains more carbohydrate than rice does. A lot of people don't know this. Do you know what food items in your environment actually contain healthy fats? Do you know what healthy fats are? Do you know what carbohydrate is? Do you know what complex carbs are? Do you know what simple carbs are? Do you know what a proteinous meal is? What are the sources of protein? What are the sources of fiber? What are the sources of carbohydrates? What are the sources of fats? These are simple basic knowledge that you can get by just Googling and going on the internet. What is a balanced diet meal? What does a balanced diet meal look like? Or just Googling things like, give me 6 examples of complex carbohydrates, or give me 6 examples of healthy fats. These are questions you need to start asking yourself so that you get this basic knowledge and then start applying it to your everyday life. And I promise you, by the time you have this basic knowledge, you will realize that healthy eating does not mean restrictive eating. In fact, with healthy eating, you can have more food on your plate than less. When you understand how the different food groups come together to make up a balanced plate. So please and please and please, the one thing I know I want you to do this year, 2025, is get a basic knowledge on nutrition. It will definitely help you advance your purpose to living a healthy lifestyle. The second thing that I want you to know in 2025 about healthy eating is you need to get to a place where you see healthy eating as a normal necessity instead of just a tool to meet your weight goals. Enough with saying, oh, I'm going on a diet because I want to lose 10 kg. I'm going on a diet. Enough with that this year. Healthy eating should actually be a way of life. Why? Because your body, your physical, mental, emotional being is a direct representation of the foods that you feed your body with. Everything you put into your mouth reflects on your outside. You wonder why you keep gaining weight? You wonder why you have all these health issues, even mental issues and emotional issues. Check what you're putting or feeding your body with, because what you're feeding your body with reflects itself on the outside. So once you understand that your body is like a car that needs fuel to function, would you put bad fuel in your car? No. You won't put bad fuel in your car. So why do you want to put bad food in your body and then expect your body to function when you can't put bad fuel in your car and expect your car to function? Why? You treat material things that mean nothing with so much dignity, and then you treat your own self, your own body, this one body you have, to carry you through life with reckless abandon. So get the basic knowledge and then get to a place where you say, you know what, this healthy eating, I will stop saying it as boring. I will stop seeing it as just something that's supposed to be for me to lose weight or add weight. No, healthy eating should be a way of life, should be the only way you eat. That's how you sustainably thrive and live on earth and avoid sicknesses and diseases and mental health issues and emotional health issues and things that actually don't add any value to your life. Third thing that I want you to note about healthy eating in 2025 is focus on adding and not subtracting. Instead of cutting out foods that may not be nutritionally beneficial to you, like you've heard a couple of times that cereals are not healthy for you because they're overly processed. You like your cereals, I know, and you will usually eat a cup of cereal every morning. Why not reduce the quantity of the cup of cereal to half cup and then fill up the plate with good old milk or some Greek yogurt for some good probiotics, and then you can put some fruits that have high fiber content like blueberries, like strawberries, or an apple. Don't sweeten things up. Just leave it as is and allow your sweetener just come from the natural fruits that you've put in there. And boom, you've just elevated your plain old cereal that you usually would just take with some milk and sugar, and you've added fiber to it. You've added protein to it with the Greek yogurt that you added into the plates. So don't focus on subtracting. Focus on adding. And the only way you can focus on adding is if you get basic knowledge on nutrition. See, that number one point is the total game changer. Make Google your friend. Okay, give me examples of carbohydrates. Give me examples of protein in Nigeria where I live. Get this basic knowledge and then start applying it. For example, I personally love my fried plantains. See, there is nothing you will do on this earth to make me give up my fried plantains. But because I have this basic knowledge on nutrition, if I still want to enjoy my fried plantains, what I usually would do is sometimes I would air fry it in my air fryer, and then I will serve it with a vegetable sauce or a sauce that's rich in vegetables. That way I have the 6 classes of food on the plate. That way I have focused on adding and not subtracting, and then at the end of the day I'm not restricting myself of the things that I actually really love. This next one, I know I have sounded it like in fact, I'm almost sound like a broken record at this point. And if you watch our cooking videos in the past couple of months, you will know that this is something I say all the time. Pay attention to your cooking methods. You see that food that you think you need 1 cup of oil to cook? My dear, you can cook it with 1/8 cup of oil and it will still taste good. My dear, try air frying it. Try using that oven that you have packed up somewhere and you've never used. Bring out that oven and start grilling your chicken instead of frying it. Don't let your soups and stews be swimming in a lot of oil. Reduce the quantity of oil. You can pan fry, you can bake, you can grill, you can roast. When you're cooking your vegetables, don't overcook them. Just cook them slightly so that you can retain the nutritional benefits in the vegetables. So start paying attention to your cooking methods. It will tremendously help you on your healthy eating journey in 2025. Okay? The next thing I want you to note about healthy eating this 2025 is stop labeling food as good or bad. There is no such thing as a good food and a bad food. Food is food. And I always say that even the healthy foods in quotes can actually be bad for you if you consume them in excess or at the wrong time or the wrong way. Eliminate that this food is good, this food is bad. Cake can be good for you if you know how to eat it right. Pizza can be good for you if you know how to eat it right. What I like to do is I like to use the 80-20 approach when it comes to how I eat so that I can bring in some form of balance to the way that I eat. 80% of the time I'm focusing on eating clean, whole, organic, fresh foods that I know would add nutritional benefits to my body. 20% of the time, I allow myself to indulge once in a while to those foods in quotes that may not have a lot of nutritional values in them. So I'm talking about processed foods like your ice cream, your pastries, the cakes and the pizzas and whatnot. I allow myself to indulge once in a while in an ice cream, even though I've not had an ice cream in a while though. I allow myself to indulge once in a while in pizza, but I don't make it an everyday thing. So pizza is not bad. Ice cream is not bad. Pastries are not bad. It's how you eat them and how consistently you eat them that's what makes them bad. The next thing I want you to know about healthy eating in 2025 is always plan to eat a balanced diet. This one is actually what I consider a game changer. So whenever I want to eat, whether it's my first meal of the day or my second meal of the day, because I now have a basic knowledge in nutrition and I know the different classes of food, I ensure that when I want to eat, I have carbohydrates somewhere on the plate, protein somewhere on the plate, fats somewhere on the plate, fiber somewhere on the plates. So I'm thinking through the entire process. So when I want to have a first meal of the day, maybe a yogurt bowl, for example, I won't just serve a yogurt plate and that's it. No, the yogurt would be a source of protein and probiotics for me. Then I can add toppings like seeds and nuts where I can get my healthy fats from. I can add a banana or blueberries and strawberries where I get the fiber from. Then for carbohydrates, I can decide to add some toasted oats, what you guys will call granola, but I don't do the store-bought ones because it's filled with a lot of nonsense. I make my granola at home by myself. I'll show you how to make a granola recipe. If you want one, let me know in the comment section down below and I'll be very happy to share my recipe with you all. I just add it on top of it as my source of carbohydrates. That way the plate is well balanced with vitamins, minerals, carbohydrate, protein, fats, and water. Yeah, I think how many are there? 6? You get the point. When I want to eat, for example, if you want to eat rice or pasta, instead of just eating rice and one ton of meat at the top, no. Ask yourself, how can I make this a balanced plate? Introduce some vegetables into the plate. Increase the amount of protein that you have on the plate and cut down on the carbs if your goal is to eat low carb and high protein. So the question you always ask yourself with every meal, how can I make this a balanced plate? And you can only ask yourself that question when you have a basic knowledge on nutrition. Please ensure that you always eat a balanced plate. That way you get full much longer without overly consuming things that don't add any benefits to your body. Before we go on with the things I want you to know, just a quick reminder that we have an array of meal plans for anyone who is interested in leveling up their healthy eating game this year. We have meal plans from the diabetic meal plan to detox meal plan to weight loss meal plan to a 7-day healthy meal plan to a high protein meal plan to there's a lot. Just click the link in the description box down below to get access and check out more information about the different meal plans and which one fits your dietary needs. Then purchase it, download it, and start using it so that you too can continue to live a healthy lifestyle armed with healthy and delicious and of course highly nutritious meals as well. Okay, so the next thing I want you to know about healthy eating this year 2025 is I want you to start seeing food as fuel for the only body you have to thrive on earth and not just something you have to do every day as a routine to fill up the day. If you will not put bad fuel in your car, why should you put bad food in your body? So fuel is actually what makes your car thrive, or one of the major things that actually makes the car function. The same way, the food you eat is the fuel for your body. Don't eat for 7 days or drink water for 7 days. Tell me what you would feel and how you would feel. To a large extent, you need the nutrients that come from the different food groups to nourish your body and keep you thriving on the earth. When you hear things like someone is iron deficient, when you hear things like someone is vitamin D deficient, when you hear things like someone is vitamin C deficient, you see the effects on your physical body. I know, for example, when someone is vitamin C deficient, they start to have sores in their mouths or on their lips or things like that. That's when you know your body is calling for some good old vitamin C. So all of these vitamins and minerals, you can get them from what? From the foods that you eat. So start seeing food as fuel. When you're about to eat breakfast, ask yourself a question. How is this food nourishing my body? Don't just eat mindlessly. And paying attention to this point would actually help you start eating more mindfully. So you look at your plates. How is this thing nourishing my body? What is in this thing? So the next time somebody gives you 10 slices of bread to eat and 1 cup of hot chocolates, ask yourself, where is the freshness in this thing? This thing is processed. Where's the life? Where's the fiber? Where's the vitamins? Where's the minerals? If you don't have it, why are you eating it? Like I said, if you won't put bad food in your car, why would you put bad food in your body knowingly, intentionally? Day in, day out, they tell you bread is bad for you, bread is bad for you, but you keep eating the bread. You said, have mercy on yourself. Abba. Then somebody like me will come and say, oh, I haven't eaten bread in a while. And then you go, you're suffering. No, I'm actually the one enjoying. You are the one that's suffering. Because the more you eat that bread, the more you're hurting your body. I'm not demonizing bread in any way. Some people overly indulge in bread and they actually abuse bread. Somebody eating bread, they eat 5 slices of bread, 3 slices of bread, 1 sitting. And you say you're going to be okay. You won't. Even if I relax. This is not me demonizing any food. Remember, I already said there's no such thing as a good or a bad food. But when you want to eat, ask yourself, how is this thing nourishing my body? And then if you ask that question and you know that it's not nourishing your body in any way, but you still go ahead and eat it, at least you know that what you are eating is not nourishing your body. The side effects that comes afterwards is the consequences you bear from knowing something and still going ahead to do it regardless of whatever it's going to do to you. So the most important thing is start looking at food as fuel for your body. Look at water. Oh, what does water do for me? Then go drink more of it since you now know what water does for you. Look at eggs. What does eggs do in my body? Eat more of eggs since you now know. Look at the different foods. What does this do in my body? Eat more of it since you now know. I promise you, your body will thank you for it. Okay, the next thing I want you to know about healthy eating in 2025 is, see, you will and must definitely have to give up some things. I know that I said that healthy eating is not restrictive eating, but see, if you really want to live a healthy lifestyle, 2 major things on my list, sugar and alcohol. Cut them out of your diet. Cut! See, oh my God, go and find out for yourself. Google it. Don't say Winifred said to me, what are the harmful effects of alcohol to the body? By the time you read and acquire knowledge, you will never ever put a drop of alcohol inside your body again. You will say, when you say alcohol, you'll be like, I beg, stay far away from me, devil. Not today. You push it away. People that drink alcohol for pleasure. Oh, we're sitting down. I'm chilling with the boys. I'm drinking with the boys. That alcohol will make you chill with the boys in the hospital especially if you're not living a healthy lifestyle or if you don't have a physically active life. Stay away from alcohol. Stay away from sugar. And from sugar, by sugar, I don't just mean the granulated white sugar. I mean sugar. You see honey, you say, oh, I'm substituting honey, honey for sugar for honey. Honey for sugar. I'm substituting, I'm not taking sugar, I take honey. My dear, honey. What I mean, I'd rather take honey than take sugar because honey contains some good nutrition for you. But again, eat in moderation. But you see, granulated sugar, simple carbohydrates like processed foods, bread, pastries, meat pie, cake, all those things. Eat them, but try as much as possible to or even if you must eat them in what? Moderation. Okay? Don't be the one who wants to soak Ijebu Gari. You use 3 tablespoons of sugar. Why? You are hurting your body. Go on the internet now. Write, Google, harmful effects of sugar in the body. Find out. Sugar can cause you brain fog. You wonder why you don't have clarity? Sugar. You have blurry vision? Sugar. You are slow and sluggish? Sugar. Guys, let's be more mindful of these things, okay? And this is one thing I actually really want you to pay attention in 2025. Alcohol, sugar, dead it. Okay? The next thing I want you to know is, I think I've said this a couple of times whilst making the other points, is stop restricting yourself of the foods you love. Healthy eating does not mean restriction. I've said this so many times. What are the foods you love? You like your egusi and your pounded yam? My dear, eat it. But when you're eating egusi and pounded yam, for example, pay attention to how you cook your egusi. Egusi is melon seeds. It's actually also known as melon seeds, and it contains a very high fat content in it. So when you're cooking egusi, try not to cook with too much palm oil, because palm oil also contains high fat content in it. So when you now mix egusi, melon seeds that contain high fat with palm oil that already has a lot of fat, you have a lot of fat going on in that soup, which can lead to indigestion problems, severe inflammation in your body, extremely high cholesterol. Dear Lord Jesus Christ, Lord, when you're eating your pounded yam, please, my dear, you would eat this much, right, on a normal day. Reduce it. Then eat more egusi and then add more protein. So I'll rather eat I'll make the soup this much and the swallow this much. That way you can still eat your cake and have it. You want to eat bread. Don't want to say don't eat bread. But can you look for the healthier ones like the sourdough bread, or breads that are made with whole grains, or maybe you even make your whole grain bread in your house from the comfort of your home. I'm going to be sharing some whole grain bread recipes with you in the coming weeks, so just look out for it on the channel. And even if you must eat white bread, I know, Winifred, I can't do without white bread. That one is, I beg. One slice. And then when you are eating that one slice, ensure that you accompany it with things that add value to your body. Can you put an avocado on top of it? Or maybe a little bit of peanut butter or Greek yogurt, toast it up and put some Greek yogurt and put some blueberries and fruits on top of it to add more nutrients to the bread, instead of just eating bread and hot chocolates. Something else you can do, toast up the bread, put some hard-boiled eggs, or you do scrambled eggs and put on top of the bread. Add some leafy vegetables, like you can even saute some kale or even parsley or those salad greens and put on top of it. Cover it up and eat the bread like that, instead of just eating ordinary plain bread. This can only happen when you have basic knowledge on nutrition. So get knowledge, okay? And the final point that I have here on my list of what you should know about healthy eating in 2025 is stop eating to satisfy hunger. Start eating for nourishment. Stop eating just for hunger. Intentionally say, okay, for my first meal today, I'm going to eat this. For my second meal today, I'm going to eat this. If you don't feel hungry, or if your body, listen to your body always tells you things. If your body does not want food, why are you forcing it with food? You know, there's such a thing called emotional eating. And emotional eating makes you want to eat even when your body does not want food, because it's the coping mechanism for distracting yourself from something you don't want to face or give your attention to. So you distract yourself by going to eat or looking for snacks everywhere to put in your mouth. So instead of eating aimlessly like that, start seeing food as nourishment. Like, this is not something I do just because I'm hungry or just an activity to fill up my day. This is real fuel for my body. I'm drinking this water. I just did my body good by drinking this water. Not when I see the water, I'm like, I beg. But you see water, you're like, fuel for the body. Let's load up. And you load up. So have that mindset shift, and then ensure that you are seeing food as nourishment rather than just something you use as a tool to satisfy hunger. That's pretty much every single thing I have to tell you to tell you about healthy eating this year, 2025. If you're watching and you know more about healthy eating and maintaining a healthy lifestyle, and you think there's a point that I missed out that we should all know about, let's continue the conversation in the comment section down below so that we can all continue to learn and grow together. I hope that you've heard me today, and also let me know in the comment section which of these tips you currently are aware of, or which ones you just learned new and you would start inculcating and putting to work into your everyday life. Okay, all right, I'll see you next time with another valuable information on the couch with me. Until then, remember to continue to live a